Hello, I'm Anastasia and welcome to my channel. You guys asked to do the follow-up and sock off of Apres Gel-x System. So now it's been 2 weeks. As you can see, my nails has grown out. Not too much, they do not grow too fast, but still it is something. So I decided it is time to take them off because I'm ready for a new set. So I will use tip cutter. I usually use it to remove the length. I have super nail glue off to soak off the product and Gelish special foil that will help me to remove them. And also I will be definitely using electric drill because it's going to help me to file off the product from the top. So let's get started. So even though I'm working with myself, I still decided to use glove at this hand. And by the way, this hand is my right hand, so I will be working with my left non-dominant hand. So first I will clip the length, and before I do that, let's take a last look on my Apres set. So I can say they were pretty comfortable while wearing. I didn't have any problems. The only thing is I'm honestly really not used to a long coffin shape, so it was a little bit uncomfortable, but as for enhancement itself, I think it did pretty good. So I'm using a tip cutter. Since the nails are pretty thin, I think it's gonna work. Okay. So now we can see the thickness from this view, and they are pretty thin. And then the next one. Goodbye. Wow, they all fly in the same direction. Okay, one more. Yeah, they all fall off almost at the same spot. Huh. That's interesting. No, that one went on the floor. Oh well. You know, actually, I think I can clip them off a bit shorter, right? So we will have less work during filing. Yay. Because I usually do not leave any length of my natural nails. I'm going to do some sculptured nails after that anyways. Now I will be using carbide bit, probably this shape. And I will file off the color and maybe a little bit of product. So I will be socking them off, but I just want to see how it files. You know, I'm curious. So let's do 18,000 rotations per minute. But keep in mind, this is my left non-dominant hand, so that's not the most comfortable thing to do ever. Oh no, okay. So when you work with the opposite hand, it feels definitely different. Okay. Well, for now, it doesn't feel much different. I'm just filing the product. And I'm definitely filing not only the gel polish, but also the tip underneath, because it's my left hand and I can't really fully control it. So normally this system is sock off. So if you have some color on top, what you need to do is just to remove the top coat, and then you can file off the rest. Okay, so here we see a little lifting, and it might happen because I believe it was this finger. On some finger I had a little bubble. while doing the application, so maybe it did lift, maybe it didn't. Man, I've been doing my nails like for a while, but for some reason it doesn't feel comfortable with this left hand anymore, especially filing with a drill. So I'm really just wondering what's going on there under the collar. That's why I want to file it off first. I'm trying to be careful near the cuticles. If you've seen my video when I'm trying this system, you may remember that I did file the cuticle area a little bit. I just felt that I need to do that. That's why I don't have any problems near the cuticle. There's even not much gap. Okay, so there's a little lifting right here on this side, but overall it's pretty good. So let's keep going. So I filed the color, which was not easy with my left hand. So I will file off the remaining parts, specifically near the cuticle, along the sidewall with the file. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm really trying to file with my left hand how any left-handed person would do that. So I'm not holding it, you know, like some in a different way. I'm trying to do it exactly like I'm doing it with my right hand. I filed them down, and now let's just take a look of what happened after 2 weeks. Well, not much. There's a little lifting right here on index finger, a little bit here on the side, and here as well. But here I think it's mostly because I didn't press it well enough here on the side. So like usual, all problems that we have on our nails happen not because of the products mostly, it's just because of us. So I believe that's why I had a little lifting right here. So that means they would definitely last longer for 3 or 4 weeks, but I just needed to sock them now because I want a new set. Okay, so now let's do the sock off. I will be using these Prep Gelish foils. I think it's pretty cool. Actually, it's my first time trying them. And my favorite super nail glue off. I don't know what I'm about to do when I will be done with them because they do not produce them anymore. Okay, so when you work with the opposite hand, I try to do everything that you can with your right hand and only, you know, do the job that's not possible to do with the opposite. Okay, So this is how it's gonna work, I think. Let's try it. So I have this small, no, I think I will saturate the whole thing just to make sure it will be all soaked off. Then place it right here, turn it around and wrap it like, well, almost. Okay, so you need to actually feel that this liquid is on your nail, meaning it will soak off. Okay, let's keep going. Probably I don't really need to saturate all that because you see my nail is like twice smaller than this thing. Okay, actually with the regular foil it looked a little different. This foil actually does feel different. It's like not as flexible, but it doesn't hurt skin as the actual kitchen foil. We'll see. So I'm trying not only soaking off the system for the first time, but also this gel remover pads as well. Wrap it up and fold. Okay, so it's better to minimize the contact of your skin with the acetone or removal liquids. So you can also use some lotion or cream on your hands. Well, I forgot to do it this time, but usually I do. By the way, I have the special video where I show you how to use this cream and wrap up the index finger. And we're done, almost. Well, okay, so now let's wait. And while you're waiting, I do not recommend you to use your phone. Well, at least not with this hand, because, you know, it's gonna ruin your screen. So let's just sit like this and wait. Okay, so come on. The timer is off, so it's been 20 minutes. So Apres nails, they recommend to soak off from 15 to 20 minutes. So I decided to do max, just to be sure. So let's see what's going on there underneath the foil. I started with pinky, yeah, I believe. So let's start from pinky as well. Yeah, I think it did soak off pretty good. So this remaining product is very soft. Yeah, definitely softer than acrylic or soak off gel, maybe like gel polish. So I still have some extra product right here, but it's pretty easy to remove. I don't think that I need to soak it off again. And I guess it works exactly the same way like all soak off product. While it's still soft, it is better to file it right away to get rid of this remaining parts. Okay, let's continue. I mean, I was hoping that it will stay right there in the foil. Well, even though it didn't. Okay, so this, oh, that's pretty gooey, but still easy to remove. Probably I shouldn't have soaked off this one longer, but also there is always another factors, such as maybe I didn't apply enough liquid inside of this foil, or maybe I just, you know, was holding the hand differently. That's why on this particular nail I didn't get enough. No, it's actually, you know, I do feel comfortable doing like this with my glove because I can feel how soft it basically like strips from my nail. Well, maybe it will not work with the clients, right? If you're just doing this like with your finger, but on yourself, why not? Okay, here we go. Oh, I like how the color separated. Okay, so it didn't, yeah, come off like all the way into the foil as well, but it's pretty soft too, and absolutely ready for removal. So have you guys already tried socking off Apres nails? I think it's really pretty easy. I don't think anybody having troubles with that. Yeah, just let me know. Maybe there are some hidden secrets or tricks I didn't know yet. But yeah, so honestly, I was going to do infill. I mean, I wanted to try it, but since I'm very limited in time, I'm leaving soon, and I really need to have a good nails for a few weeks while I'll be traveling. I just couldn't afford that luxury, you know, to doing so many test drives on my nails. I just had to sock them off. But maybe I will. One day I also have stiletto tips and planning to try them. And I also heard they have this new round tips. I'm also curious about that. Okay, and the last nail. Ooh, you see, it's like, cool. So yeah, it does sock off very easy, very softly. I cannot say that my nails are damaged. I mean, they're exactly like they were before I applied them. You can actually check that by watching my video with this Apres nail and St. Patrick's inspired design. You can see how my nails looks like there. It's exactly like they are now. So sometimes I do sock off nails, especially acrylic nails. So when I do that, I usually do not rub them too much, you know, do not press too much even with orange wood stick. I just very lightly file it off or even use the buffer. So as you can see, there's nothing really wrong or bad with my nails. So let's just very lightly, you know, maybe even buffer will be enough. Buff them. Yeah, so I waited for 20 minutes, so it is recommended to do 15 to 20 minutes. But if you will file off half of the product like my goal was to try the actual full experience of socking off. That's why I only filed off the color and socked off the remaining part. But if you're in a rush, if your client is in a rush and you want to do it faster, then I believe what you need to do is just to file off half of it with electric drill, with a nail drill, and then sock off the remaining. Okay, so, well, you see, these parts, they are already hard. That's how it works. So once you open it to the oxygen, the acetone stops working and they're not soft anymore. So when you're working on yourself and you're slow and you also talk while working, just like me, you definitely should, you know, just take one off, file it. Take another off, file it. Don't take them all off. Oh well. Not a problem for me, because I have a very good company today. It's you guys. And when I don't, I also have a good company, you know, like talking with the clients. Alrighty. So on my pinky, it looks like I have some remaining part, but I don't think I'm gonna file it all off. So usually when I remove gel, hard gel or sock off gels, I file them off and leave a thin layer of the product and then do my new nails. So what I'm saying is that it's very rare for me to like fully remove the product. And actually, I guess you probably can do the same with this product. Well, no, not if you're soaking off. Because if you soak off, the acetone penetrates to the product and it's already like the process has started, right? So even right there on the bottom of your nail, even though it might feel hard, it still started this reaction, you know, of soaking off. So if you will just you know, apply the new product on top, I don't think it's going to be any good, because basically it started, you know, soaking off from your nail. Okay. Now let's probably slightly buff them. I'm going to do a new set probably tomorrow. That's why I'm not going to do a lot to my nails, you know, because anyway, I'm gonna file them slightly again, so let's just not damage them. I filed off the product and this is how my nails look like. I don't have any goals of showing you the perfect picture. I really just want to show you how it is. So you can see that I have a few white spots, and some of them are leftovers from the product, some of them are overfiled parts, some of them are just my nails. But honestly, I don't see any actual damages to my natural nails. So I guess the system is pretty good and safe for removal. So now how I will slightly clean my nails. I'm using the regular tissue. These are actually baby wipes. They work pretty good. So I just want to clean them around the nails. As you can see, I didn't do any manicure or cuticle care because I'm going to do my new set tomorrow. So I need to save my skin for that. So it looks much better. What I did, I only removed the dust, and then I will be using Daddy oil to moisturize and soften the cuticle. So usually I don't do that. I don't have luxury of doing that because once I remove the nails, I do the new set right away. But now it's a late night, so I will do this another day. Okay, now let's massage them, and that's a totally different picture. You see, with the oil, with dust removal. So this is how my nails look after soaking off Apres Gel-x System. Let me guys know, what do you think? Have you tried this system, and do you usually soak it off and then do a new set, or did you actually try infills? I'm really curious if that's possible. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post nail art tutorials and educational videos just like this one every week. See you in the next video. Bye!